Blood sugar regulation in mammals. Blood sugar regulation in mammals involves a complex interplay of various hormones and organs in the body working together to maintain a relatively stable concentration of glucose in the bloodstream. The two primary hormones involved in regulating blood sugar levels are insulin and glucagon, which are synthesized and secreted by the pancreas. When glucose levels in the blood rise after a meal, the pancreas responds by releasing insulin into the bloodstream. Insulin promotes the uptake of glucose from the blood into the cells of muscles, liver, and adipose tissue, where it can be used for energy or stored as glycogen or fat. Insulin also inhibits the production of glucose by the liver and decreases the breakdown of glycogen to glucose, which helps to keep blood sugar levels from rising too high. On the other hand, when glucose levels in the blood become too low, the pancreas releases glucagon. Glucagon acts on the liver to stimulate the breakdown of glycogen into glucose, which can be released into the bloodstream to raise blood sugar levels. Glucagon also promotes the conversion of other substrates, such as amino acids, into glucose in the liver, a process called gluconeogenesis. In addition to insulin and glucagon, other hormones such as cortisol, adrenaline, and growth hormone can also influence blood sugar levels by modulating the production or action of insulin and glucagon. The regulation of blood sugar levels is further modulated by various organs in the body, such as muscles, liver, adipose tissue, and the brain, which can take up or produce glucose in response to energy demands or other physiological signals. Overall, the regulation of blood sugar levels in mammals is a tightly controlled process involving a variety of hormones and organs working together to maintain the balance between the uptake, storage, and production of glucose to ensure adequate energy supply to the body cells. Role of insulin in blood sugar regulation. Insulin plays a crucial role in blood sugar regulation by regulating the uptake, storage, and utilization of glucose in various tissues throughout the body. Insulin is a peptide hormone produced by the beta cells of the pancreas in response to various physiological stimuli, such as the consumption of carbohydrates or the release of certain other hormones. Once released into the bloodstream, insulin binds to receptors on the surface of various cells and tissues such as muscle, liver, and adipose tissue. This binding triggers a cascade of signaling events that ultimately leads to increased glucose uptake and storage by these tissues, helping to lower blood sugar levels. Insulin stimulates glucose uptake by muscle and adipose tissue by promoting the translocation of glucose transporter proteins called GLUT4 from the cytoplasm to the cell membrane, where they can transport glucose from the blood into the cells. Once inside the cell, glucose can be metabolized for energy or stored as glycogen or fat. In the liver, insulin inhibits the production of glucose by suppressing the breakdown of glycogen and promoting the uptake and storage of glucose as glycogen. This helps to prevent the liver from releasing glucose into the bloodstream and contributing to high blood sugar levels. Insulin also modulates various metabolic pathways involved in glucose utilization, such as glycolysis, the Krebs cycle, and oxidative phosphorylation, to ensure that glucose is efficiently metabolized and utilized for energy production. Overall, by promoting glucose uptake, storage, and utilization in various tissues, insulin helps to maintain blood sugar levels within a relatively narrow range and provides the cells of the body with a steady supply of energy. Causes, effects and symptoms of high sugar level. Causes of high blood sugar level. 1. Diabetes. Both type 1 and type 2 diabetes can lead to high blood sugar levels. 2. Stress. Physical or emotional stress can trigger an increase in blood sugar levels. 3. Lack of exercise. Physical exercise helps to regulate blood sugar levels, and lack of physical activity can cause high blood sugar levels. 4. Medications. Certain medications like steroids, diuretics, and some antidepressants can cause high blood sugar levels. 5. Poor diet. Eating too many carbohydrates or consuming high sugar foods can spike blood sugar levels. 6. Illness. Certain illness like pancreatitis or hormonal imbalances can increase blood sugar. 7. Genetics. Some individuals may have a genetic predisposition to have a high blood sugar level. Symptoms of high blood sugar level. 1. Increased thirst and frequent urination. 2. Blurred vision. 3. Fatigue and lethargy. 4. Dry mouth. 5. Frequent infections. 6. Slow healing of wounds. 7. Numbness or tingling in the hands and feet. Effects of high blood sugar level. 1. Increased risk of heart disease. 2. Increased risk of stroke. 3. Nerve damage. 4. Kidney damage. 5. Vision problems. 6. Complications in pregnancy for females. 7. Damage to blood vessels. 8. Impaired wound healing. Role of glucagon in blood sugar regulation. Glucagon is a hormone that plays a crucial role in blood sugar regulation by opposing the action of insulin. While insulin lowers blood sugar levels by promoting glucose uptake and storage in various tissues, glucagon raises blood sugar levels by stimulating the breakdown of glycogen to release glucose into the bloodstream. Glucagon is secreted by the alpha cells of the pancreas in response to low blood sugar levels or other physiological stimuli, such as exercise or fasting. Once released into the bloodstream, glucagon binds to receptors on the surface of liver cells and triggers a cascade of signaling events that ultimately leads to the breakdown of glycogen into glucose. The glucose released from glycogen breakdown can then enter the bloodstream and be transported to other tissues, where it can be metabolized for energy or stored as glycogen or fat. Glucagon also stimulates gluconeogenesis, the production of glucose from non-carbohydrate sources such as amino acids or fats, further increasing blood sugar levels. The actions of glucagon and insulin work in opposition to each other to help maintain blood sugar levels within a narrow range. When blood sugar levels are too low, glucagon is secreted to raise blood sugar levels by releasing glucose into the bloodstream. When blood sugar levels are too high, insulin is secreted to lower blood sugar levels by promoting glucose uptake and storage in various tissues. Overall, the balance between glucagon and insulin is essential for maintaining blood sugar homeostasis, and any disruption in this balance can lead to abnormal blood sugar levels and various health problems. Causes, effects and symptoms of low sugar level. Causes of low blood sugar level. 1. Diabetes medications. Taking too much insulin or other diabetes medications can cause blood sugar levels to drop. 2. Skipping meals. Not eating regularly or skipping meals can lead to low blood sugar levels. 3. Excessive alcohol consumption. Alcohol can interfere with glucose production, leading to low blood sugar levels. 4. Endocrine disorders. Certain conditions like adrenal insufficiency or pituitary gland disorders can lead to low blood sugar levels. 5. Certain medications. Some medications like quinine or pentamidine can cause low blood sugar levels. 6. Overactive pancreas. Overactivity of the pancreas can cause an excess of insulin, leading to low blood sugar levels. 7. Genetic conditions. Rare genetic conditions like congenital hyperinsulinism can cause low blood sugar levels. Symptoms of low blood sugar level. 1. Shakiness or tremors. 2. Sweating. 3. Dizziness or lightheadedness. 4. Confusion or difficulty concentrating. 5. Irritability or mood changes. 6. Headaches. 7. Blurred vision. 8. Fatigue and weakness. 9. Rapid heartbeat. Effects of low blood sugar level. 1. Seizures or convulsions in severe cases. 2. Fainting or loss of consciousness in severe cases. 3. Brain damage in extreme cases. 4. Impaired cognitive function. 5. Stunted growth and development, in children. 6. Damage to the nervous system. 7. Coma, in extreme cases. Low blood sugar levels can be quite serious and require prompt treatment, particularly in individuals with diabetes. If left untreated, low blood sugar can result in seizures, coma, or even death. Diabetes mellitus. Diabetes mellitus is a chronic metabolic disorder that affects the way the body processes glucose, a type of sugar that is a major source of energy for cells in the body. There are two main types of diabetes mellitus. 1. Type 1 diabetes. This is an autoimmune disorder in which the immune system attacks and destroys the insulin-producing beta cells in the pancreas. As a result, the body can no longer produce insulin, which is necessary for glucose to enter cells and provide energy. People with type 1 diabetes have to take insulin injections or use an insulin pump to manage their blood sugar levels. 2. Type 2 diabetes. This is a more common type of diabetes, which is caused by a combination of genetic and lifestyle factors. In this case, the body becomes resistant to the action of insulin, and the pancreas is unable to produce enough insulin to compensate for the resistance. This leads to high levels of glucose in the bloodstream, which can damage various organs in the body. Type 2 diabetes can be managed with lifestyle changes, such as diet and exercise, and medications such as oral hypoglycemic agents. Symptoms of diabetes mellitus may include frequent urination, excessive thirst, blurred vision, fatigue, slow healing of wounds, increased susceptibility to infections, and unexplained weight loss. If left untreated or poorly managed, diabetes mellitus can lead to serious complications such as heart disease, stroke, kidney disease, nerve damage, and blindness. Prevention and treatment of diabetes mellitus involves maintaining a healthy lifestyle, monitoring blood sugar levels regularly, taking medications as prescribed, and following a balanced diet with regular exercise. Revision exercise. 1. Describe the negative feedback mechanism of blood sugar regulation. The negative feedback mechanism of blood sugar regulation is a process that helps to maintain blood sugar levels within a narrow range. When blood sugar levels rise, specialized cells in the pancreas called beta cells release insulin. Insulin signals to the liver, muscle and fat cells to take glucose from the bloodstream and store it for later use. As a result, blood sugar levels start to decrease. On the other hand, when blood sugar levels fall too low, other specialized cells in the pancreas called alpha cells release glucagon. This hormone acts on the liver to stimulate the conversion of stored glycogen into glucose, which is then released into the bloodstream to raise blood sugar levels. The negative feedback mechanism comes into play to prevent drastic changes in blood sugar levels. As blood sugar levels return to a normal range, the release of insulin or glucagon decreases, thus preventing blood sugar levels from going too high or too low. Overall, this feedback mechanism ensures that blood sugar levels remain stable and within a normal range, providing the body with a constant and steady supply of glucose for energy production. 2. What are the effects of positive feedback mechanism in blood sugar regulation? There is no positive feedback mechanism involved in blood sugar regulation. Instead, blood sugar regulation is controlled via a negative feedback mechanism. A positive feedback mechanism is a process that amplifies or reinforces a change, leading to an exponential increase or decrease in the original signal. In contrast, a negative feedback mechanism opposes a change, reducing or reversing it to maintain equilibrium. In the context of blood sugar regulation, a positive feedback mechanism could occur if insulin or glucagon triggered a self-amplifying cycle that continued to increase blood sugar levels uncontrollably. However, this is not the case, as insulin and glucagon function through negative feedback mechanisms to ensure that blood sugar levels remain within a normal range. Therefore, in summary, there are no effects of positive feedback mechanism in blood sugar regulation. 3. State the role of each of the following in blood sugar regulation. A. Insulin. B. Glucagon. A. Insulin plays a crucial role in blood sugar regulation by decreasing blood sugar levels when they are too high. Insulin is released by specialized cells in the pancreas called beta cells in response to elevated blood sugar levels. Insulin signals to the liver, muscle, and fat cells to take up glucose from the bloodstream and store it for later use, thus reducing blood sugar levels. B. Glucagon also plays a vital role in blood sugar regulation by increasing blood sugar levels when they are too low. Glucagon is released by specialized cells in the pancreas called alpha cells in response to falling blood sugar levels. Glucagon signals the liver to convert stored glycogen into glucose, which is then released into the bloodstream, raising blood sugar levels. Overall, insulin and glucagon work together through a negative feedback mechanism to ensure that blood sugar levels remain within a narrow range, providing the body with a steady and constant supply of glucose for energy production. 4. Distinguish between diabetes mellitus and diabetes insipidus. Diabetes mellitus and diabetes insipidus are two different medical conditions that affect the regulation of blood sugar and water balance in the body. Here is how they differ. Diabetes mellitus. Diabetes mellitus is a metabolic disorder that occurs due to the inability of the body to produce or effectively use insulin, resulting in high blood sugar levels. There are two primary types of diabetes mellitus: type 1 diabetes, which results from the destruction of insulin-producing beta cells in the pancreas, and type 2 diabetes, which occurs due to insulin resistance, where the body's tissues become resistant to insulin's effects. Common symptoms of diabetes mellitus include frequent urination, increased thirst, fatigue, blurred vision, and slow wound healing. Treatment may include insulin injections, lifestyle modifications such as dietary changes or increased physical activity, or oral medications. Diabetes insipidus. Diabetes insipidus is a rare hormonal disorder that affects the body's ability to balance fluids, resulting in excessive urination and increased thirst. Diabetes insipidus occurs due to a deficiency of antidiuretic hormone ADH, also known as vasopressin, which regulates the body's water balance by reducing the amount of water lost through urine. Common symptoms of diabetes insipidus include frequent urination, excessive thirst, dehydration, and a constant need for water. Treatment may include synthetic ADH medications, dietary modifications, and in some cases, surgery. In summary, diabetes mellitus is a metabolic disorder characterized by high blood sugar levels, while diabetes insipidus is a hormonal disorder that affects the body's water balance. 5. State the effect of each of the following. A. Hypoglycemia. B. Hyperglycemia. C. Polyuria. A. Hypoglycemia. Hypoglycemia is a condition characterized by low blood sugar levels, which can result in symptoms such as weakness, confusion, shaking, sweating, and loss of consciousness. Hypoglycemia can occur in people with diabetes who take insulin or other blood sugar lowering medications, but it can also occur in people without diabetes due to fasting or excessive alcohol consumption. B. Hyperglycemia. Hyperglycemia is a condition characterized by high blood sugar levels, which can result in symptoms such as frequent urination, excessive thirst, fatigue, blurred vision, and slow wound healing. Hyperglycemia is a hallmark symptom of diabetes mellitus, but it can also occur due to other medical conditions or as a side effect of certain medications. C. Polyuria. Polyuria is a medical term referring to excessive urination or an abnormally large amount of urine produced by the body. It can be a symptom of several medical conditions, including diabetes mellitus, diabetes insipidus, kidney disease, and urinary tract infections. Excessive urination can lead to dehydration, electrolyte imbalances, and other complications, so it is important to seek medical attention if you experience polyuria or any other unusual symptoms.